What's going on, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of the ACSA Dynasty. We got ourselves a nice set of games for you guys today. Starting in Midwest Conference, we got the Brandon Bears and the Brooklyn Wolves going at it, trying to get themselves back on track after some tough non-conference play for both of these squads. So it should be a pretty good episode, starting with this matchup, of course. So if you want, please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you have to be brand new to the channel, as we already got a big throw. And Taylor honestly should have had that touchdown as well. Stepped out of bounds. He was gone like a girl in a country song. And now the drive still continues, though. Now they're facing 3rd and 8, so it could become one of those things where Brandon Bears go from an easy touchdown to only getting a field goal as they try to go for the end zone. That's incomplete. So they had to settle for a field goal very early on in this game, only holding on to a 3-0 lead as that ball was loose. But they decide to call it an incompletion. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Going to Thompson. Thompson going to be brought down hard, but there's a holding penalty. Still doesn't matter, though, as it does end up going to the Brandon's possession anyways, as we get a decent quarterback sneak that does go for a few yards. So a 3rd and 4, a manageable situation for these Bears, as Dale going to drop back the pass, throw to the left-hand side, and he had the first down. So despite getting some good field position as a result of the fumble, that the Brooklyn Wolves had on their previous drive, they don't get any points out of it, and it still remains a 3-0 ball game here, as Thompson will line up the pass, facing pressure, but finds O'Neal on the right-hand side, going to get upfield and get across the 40-yard line before being brought down by multiple Brandon defenders. And Brooklyn looks to get their first points on the board pretty quickly as they go to Mitchell on the left-hand side on the crossing route, making man's miss, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Wolves! And the Brooklyn Wolves, who have not won a single game yet this inaugural season, have now taken the lead on a squad that is currently projected to win the Midwest Conference, at least going into this season, the preseason episode. Really liking the Brandon Bears. But right now, they're down 7-3 as they handed things off to Fox, who just narrowly gets to the first down marker. Didn't think get to the first down, but I am not a referee, of course, as I like my life. Dale gonna throw to the right-hand side, though, trying to get that crossing route to go, but that is marked incomplete. And now 3rd and long coming up. What are they gonna do? Dale dropping back. He has plenty of time. Gonna try to scramble, though. Has one man to beat. Does manage to beat him and get close to midfield for the first down. The drive will still continue, as the Brandon Bears will continue to drive, going to Fox on the right-hand side, showing some elusiveness as a true Fox would. Getting to a nice 6-yard gain. And now Mitchell on the left-hand side making a good catch as well. Huge gain for a first down. Only needed 4 yards, but they will gladly take much more than that, as now they try to throw it again after getting the line of scrimmage quickly. But Brooklyn brought pressure on the correct side, brought it on that left-hand side, got the sack. Now it's 2nd and 14. Gonna have to throw it quick again, as pressure does get to them quickly. Unfortunately, found his guy just in time. Drive still continues. Is now 2nd and 11, trying to go over the middle to get it to Perez, and he fumbles the football, and the Brooklyn Wolves recover it. And now Brooklyn is back at it again with the white vans. They still hold on to a 7-3 lead, but can they get something going on this drive? They got a turnover, but they are in danger of going 3 and out. Let's see if Thompson has something to say about it, trying to throw to the left-hand side, getting it to O'Neal, which is good for a first down. So the 3 and out is avoided for now, but let's see if they can build off of it. 1st and 10, going to the left-hand side, finds Hurts, and he does make the catch, but there's a pass interference, so that does provide an automatic first down. Gain of 15 as a result of the penalty, as now they'll continue to drive, getting it to Coleman this time, breaking another tackle before being pile drived into the ground. Dude was lit up like a Christmas tree, but Kenny Coleman still able to pick up the first down regardless, as now Coleman's going to try to do something with the legs too. Able to get it forward for a 9-yard gain. Nearly 2 first downs in a row. Do we see another scoring drive for the Wolves, as Brooklyn looks to make this a 2-possession game for the very first time today? It's now 2nd and 13. Couple plays later. Thompson dropping back, going to the right-hand side. Gets to the Sydney. Breaks the tackle, but got brought down hard from behind. Dude was lit up like a Christmas tree. And now we got another 3rd and long. Coleman good trying to find some running room. It does not work, unfortunately. So Brooklyn does have to settle for a field goal. But they do extend on the lead with 1:15 left here in this first half. Let's see if the Brandon Bears can tie it, though, as Dale's going to scramble to the outside. Gonna get some good yards, too, and pick up a nice first down as well. Nice first down gain on that one. As now gets them to the 36-yard line. The clock's still ticking, though. They're out of timeouts. Dale gonna throw this one deep over the middle. He's got Paradas, who breaks the tackle. Cannot get by the last defender. You know, that one person, you know, not tackling him, but slowing him down made the difference. Really saving some points on the board. It is gonna pay off. Soto for the Brooklyn Wolves gets the interception. So Brooklyn right now carrying a lead into the second half. Leading 10-3 right now in what has been a defensive battle here at the start of this episode within the Midwest Conference. But let's see if either of these teams can pick it up. See if we can see some more points scored in this ball game, as Follow is going to make a huge catch over the middle for a first down. Gets them across the 50-yard line to about the 48. And now 1st and 10 following the huge first down. Going over the middle, and it's dropped for an incompletion. Could have been some yards there, but that did not materialize. And now another 3rd down. Going to Robinson. Tested area. But Robbins using his size to get the job done. What a time to get your first catch. A little bit of a highlight reel special. As the Brandon Bears continue to drive, man. Now just barely in the outside of the red zone now. Can the Bears finally find the end zone for the very first time today? First, that one's an incompletion, but still a 3rd and long coming up, though. Dale going to drop back the pass. Facing pressure. He's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. Dropped for a sack. So a field goal force. Brandon Bears had to settle for 3 points once again, so you hate to see that. As now it is, just a 10-6 lead still. Still a very tight ball game. Game could go between either of these teams. But one thing's for sure, both of these teams need this game. You don't want to go 1-5 or even an 1-4 or even like a 0-5. That is not how you want this season to be going. So both teams definitely need it, man. We're seeing it right now. A very competitive ball game for sure, as that's marked for an incompletion. Is now 2nd and 10. Following that incompletion, Dale gonna have to throw quickly, facing pressure, and finds Paradas for the first down. As Matt Paradas gets his 2nd catch of this ball game. Gonna hand it off to Fox now. The Fox says he gets 7 for a nice gain. But now 3rd and 1. Only need 1 more yard. Wouldn't be shocked if they ran it. They do a quarterback keeper, but the Brooklyn defense makes a stand. They get the field goal, and then I guess they got another field goal off stage. A little bit of editor error, so please don't shoot the messenger. But the Brandon Bears are now up 12-10, but the Wolves still have an opportunity to take the lead here, as they have the ball with 4.5 minutes left, as Aria is going to take them across midfield for the first down. They are in business. Let's see if they can complete this drive, though. Thompson dropping back, right-hand side, gets to Coleman, who's able to make us a couple defenders miss and pick up the first down. Clock is still ticking, though. Now down to around 4 minutes. Thompson will throw again, trying to get it over the middle, but it's off the mark. An incompletion. That leads to 2nd and 10 now. Thompson will throw again, going to the left-hand side, short to O'Neal, who gets thrown around by like a ragdoll, but still holds on to the football, though. As the Wolves are in the red zone, should be within effective field goal range for this Brooklyn kicker. Yet I'm sure they're thinking about more points, though, as that's a first down. So now a couple plays later, Thompson will try to throw again, going for the end zone and finds his man. O'Neal for the touchdown. 2nd toss of the day for Thompson. And now the Brooklyn Wolves with a 17-12 lead. Kicking things off, less than 3 minutes left in this ball game. Brooklyn Wolves can potentially win this one, but something's about to go down here. He's got some running room. He's got the outside, and he's gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown Bears. And just with the snap of a finger, all the hard work that the Brooklyn offense just did is completely erased. The lead is lost, and they're going to go for two to try to make this a 3-point game. They do get it. They do get the 2-point conversion, and so even with field goal, it would have went to overtime, but Brooklyn couldn't do anything on the final drive, and that's how the first game ends. The Brandon Bears win 20-17, game-winning kickoff return. So now we go to the second game of this triple header. Now we have the Amazon Delivery Boys, one of the better teams in the Big Pacific Conference, going up against the Mounties from Wyoming in Yellowstone Park, around that area. Both teams coming in 3-1. Both teams losing to a non-conference team that they honestly shouldn't have. But all that being said, though, both teams have an opportunity to get their first conference win this season, improving to 4-1 as Allen makes a big catch off of deflection. Not sure how he pulled that off. Sometimes it is just better to be lucky than it is to be good, and we certainly saw that there, man, as the Mounties are finally getting something going here. Not a lot happened in the first quarter. Actually, almost nothing really of note happening in the first quarter, matter of fact. But we might finally see some points on the board as they try to throw for the end zone for the incompletion. It's now 2 plays later, 3rd and 13 now. Smith got to make a play. Gonna have to throw on the run, going chugging towards the corner of the end zone, and finds Spalding. Touchdown, Mounties! Another score in this episode, and Wyoming Yellowstone gets on the board first, taking an early 7-0 lead on the Amazon University Delivery Boys, as they don't have the Amazon Prime early on in this ball game, have had a tough time moving the ball downfield. But let's see if we see a change in Forenzo as Dante Gates got a first down on that quarterback keeper. Now going to throw it towards Edgert, who is able to get behind the defense, and no one's going to catch this man. Touchdown Delivery Boys, as Edgar ties the game once again. It's now deadlocked at 7 apiece. Smith following the next drive, going deep, going to Gary, is able to make the catch as well. They're already at midfield, and now we see both offenses starting to pick it up significantly. As Smith will drop back again, going over the middle, but it is incomplete, unfortunately. So they'll have to run it back. 2 plays later, 3rd and 6. Going to Gary is completed, but it's fumbled though. It looks like Gil of the Delivery Boys does fall on that fumble. And now the Delivery Boys with their very first chance today to take the lead as Brown, once again, the second time that we've seen this in this episode, steps out of bounds. If he kept his feet in bounds, he would have had a touchdown because nobody was ahead of this guy. And, you know, that's going to cost them some points. They don't complete the drive. They had to settle for a field goal. And, you know, just one of those things you don't hope that it comes down to a mistake like that. They lose by 4 points or less. You're going to definitely hear about that in the comments section. But for now, Amazon does have a 10-7 lead, as they'll go to Clack for a rare carry. He picks up 8 yards on that one. As now we'll go back again. 2nd and 2. Gates going to the right-hand side. Going to Crockel, who does make the catch. A nice leaping grab as well. As now 2nd and 6. Going to Clack. He fumbles the football. Guy is flying in the air. It's a scramble for the ball as the Mounties recover it. A huge turn of momentum potentially for Wyoming Yellowstone, as they keep that 3-point deficit going thanks to that turnover, and they still have an opportunity to go ahead and take the lead themselves. Let's see if they can get it done though. 1st and 10. Smith dropping back, going to the right-hand side, going over to Huff, who does pick up some good yards to make it a reasonable 2nd and 5. Let's see if they'll go to the air again. They will go to the left-hand side, get it to White. He fumbles the ball too. Beachrow recovers it. And now Amazon Amazon out here with great field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. No, they fumbled the football too. You cannot write this up. Literally, next play, they fumble the ball again, but it doesn't lead to anything. So both teams going into halftime with this 10-7 score currently. But starting the second half, though, you start to see the defenses start to ramp back up once again. 3 consecutive possessions with turnovers, as either team has really struggled with ball security in this ball game, and we're seeing it right now. Another turnover, this time in favor of Wyoming Yellowstone. You know, so both teams are forcing turnovers, but they're not doing anything once they get these turnovers to happen. But we might see a change here, as White is able to make the catch for the first down. And now, 3rd and 6. Smith gonna hand off to Spalding, gonna try to find some space, and is gonna be just marked shy. We'll see if they'll go for the field goal or not, and they choose not to. Not sure if that's the strategy I would have gone with, but I am not the coach. I am just your humble commentator, of course. But the game does remain tied at 10 apiece, so a defensive lockdown that we have taken place right now, as we'll see, trying to see both these teams try to get their offense going. A first down for Gates. We'll see if they can get another first down here. Gates going to Clack. He's going to get some nice running room. Able to find plenty of space up the middle for a good gain on that one. As the running game's heating up, we'll see if it sets up the pass. Going to the right-hand side. Gets it to Johnson. A tightly contested throw, but still able to make the catch nonetheless for the first down. Now we'll go at it again. Another 3rd down for Amazon. Going to Clack. Clack gonna go up in there and make another first down, as the delivery boys are approaching the red zone here late in this 3rd quarter. Gonna come down to one. You know, it might come down to the very last possession. It is certainly having that kind of vibe. Even though Amazon was coming in heavily favored today, they certainly have not shown it so far, as they're going to try to pick up the first down, and they do manage to do that, to be fair. Now here we go again, another 1st and 10. Gates dropping back, going to try to throw over the middle. He gets it to Likely, who dives into the end zone, and he is more than likely in. Touchdown, delivery boys, and Amazon retakes the lead 17-10. As we are getting ready to kick things back off, going to Wyoming Yellowstone. And you guys already know how it is if you're an OG for the channel. If I am showing a special teams play, then there is something about to go down, as he is loose, and he is also gone, as Legion would say, like a girl in a country song. Touchdown, Maltese. They are just an extra point away from tying this thing. But wait a second, fellas. We have a 2-point conversion on our hands. They're trying to take the lead outright. Gonna try to scramble in there, but the conversion is no good. And so, Wyoming Yellowstone still down, but it is a 17-16, lead now, as Clack gets thrown up into the air. Do you guys see that? He was like a good 6 feet in the air. I'm surprised he didn't get injured on that one. You gotta love Maximum Football 2020 in general. Shout out to the devs. Sometimes we're laughing with you, not at you, of course. It's now 2nd and 4. Gates gonna drop back to pass, throw to the right-hand side, gets it to Clack, who gets forced out of bounds. A tough hit on the knees. Glad he's okay though. But they're on the 47. Amazon looking to drive again, trying to get some insurance. Going over the right-hand side, got Johnson. He can find the end zone potentially, but does get brought down at the 12-yard line. Amazon continuing to move forward. Gates gonna scramble, has some space. Can he get to the first down marker? No, he does not. But a 10-yard gain nonetheless, leading to his 3rd and short. We'll see what they do. They go with Clack, and they get the push at the line of scrimmage. Clack finding the end zone with ease. Touchdown, Amazon. And because Wyoming Yellowstone decided to go for that 2-point conversion, and they failed to get that 2-point conversion too, it is now an 8-point game. So these Maltese, man, won their last possessions potentially. Not only do they have to score a touchdown, but they also need to get the 2-point conversion after that in order to just to tie the game, by the way. As for now, we'll focus on this drive. 2nd and 10, going to Spalding, who does get spiked by one of the defensive linemen. He had a lot of clear blocking upfield, but, you know, just couldn't get down fast enough. Had to jump to make the completion. But now it's 3rd and 5 going to Ebenezer, who has a nice spin move and then able to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Mounties. But we have still more to see here. A 2-point game. They're going to have to go for the 2-point conversion. Let's see what happens. 2-point conversion to tie the game. Going to the right-hand side. It's dropped. It is dropped. And Wyoming Yellowstone still down. Thankfully for them, they do force a 3 and out, but they no longer have any timeouts. And on a 4th down that they desperately needed, it does not happen for them. So Amazon going to improve to 4-1 thanks to winning this game 24-22. Yellowstone, meanwhile, falling to 3-2. Alright, so what my original plan was that it was going to be a triple header, but when I was recording games, the Sugar Land State and Nazareth game that was going to be the 3rd part of this triple header, it was so insane that I decided to make it a stand-alone game. So instead of it being a triple header, we're going to have 2 prime time games tomorrow. Going to have one game at 2 and 1 at 6. So, it should be a good one. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new. This is John J. Gavin on the mic, signing off. Take care, everybody.